Hi everyone, it's Julianne here and welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Buffalo Plaid card, but this time I'm going to be using some newly released goodies from Scrappy Tail Crafts. Today I'm going to be using the brand new Popping Poppies stamp and die set. This stamp features a total of 14 stamps, 3 of which are standalone flowers. There's 2 leaves, 8 sentiments, and the largest image that I'm going to be using on my card today, which is that large heart image with those poppy flowers around the heart. So I have already gone and stamped out that image, and I've stamped that onto a sheet of expressive blending cardstock using some Memento Tuxedo black ink because you guessed it, I'm going to be doing some more Copic coloring. I'm going to start out my coloring by coloring in each one of those flowers, and I'm going to be coloring them in red. Since I knew that I wanted to have a black background on my card, I really wanted to make sure that my flowers really popped. So as always, as I color, I'm going to make sure that I have all of my marker caps off to the side of the screen if you're interested in any of the colors I'm using, and I'll be right back. Once I had my image all colored in, I'm now going to start working on creating my background. And for that, I'm going to be using the Buffalo Plaid background stamp from Honeybee Stamps. And I'm going to be stamping that using some more of that Memento Tuxedo black ink. Once I've stamped that image a few times and I've gotten a really nice solid black image, I'm then going to pull out my Waffle Flower Media Mat, and I'm going to be doing some ink blending, and I'm going to be adding that color around each one of those edges on my background panel using some of that black Soot Distress ink. Now I have already gone ahead and trimmed down that panel to just slightly smaller than A2 size at 4 by 5 1/4, so that way I could have a really nice border around each one of those edges on my card. So I'm just going to be using one of my blender brushes, and I'm going to be adding that black soot to each one of those edges, and that's going to get rid of that bright white from my cardstock, and it's just going to add some depth to that Buffalo Plaid background. Next, I'm going to place my heart image back inside of my MISTI, and I'm going to be stamping out my sentiment. I'm going to be stamping the sentiment popping by to say hi, and I am going to be stamping that down using some VersaMark ink in the center of my heart, so that way I can heat set my sentiment using some gold embossing powder. Once I have my sentiment all embossed, I'm then going to start working on assembling my card together. I'm going to be starting out by adhering my Buffalo Plaid background down to a piece of black cardstock that I have already trimmed down to A2 size, and I'm going to be adhering that down using some liquid adhesive. Once that's all adhered, I'm then going to be adhering my heart in the center of my background panel, and I'm just going to pop that heart up using some foam adhesive in order to give my card that little bit of added dimension. And then finally, to finish off my card for today, I am just going to scatter a few gold confetti mixed sequins throughout my background. And once I have each one of those adhered, that's going to complete this Buffalo Plaid card using the brand new Popping Poppies stamp and die set from Scrappy Tail Crafts. Make sure that you check out their full Spring Fling release, and I'll have that link down below in my description box, as well as all of the supplies I used today in order to create this card. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel for even more card making ideas. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, and happy crafting!